All right, a lot of cameras here. Wow. Thanks for being here.
You all good? We good to get going? All right, thank you all for joining us. Got EKU women's basketball coach Greg Todd, who's entering his 5th season. We'll start with an opening statement and then jump into any questions.
All right, thanks, Alex. Appreciate you guys being here. We're excited, as every team is, to embark on a new season. We've had a scrimmage, we had an exhibition. I like our group, but we're still a work in progress. Got a lot of things to do. I am proud of our staff and the players I've had over the last 4 years here. I think we're building a good program. Wes told me earlier, I think he's in his 13th season here covering the Colonels, and I think he mentioned to me that in our last 4 years we have more wins, 76 wins, more wins than the first 8 years that he was here, so 69 wins. So I'm proud that we're building that. Proud the last three seasons we've had 61 wins, which with 8 Division I schools in Kentucky, that's second, which is pretty good. To my good friend Jeff Walls at Louisville has more than 61. We're ahead there in our league. Obviously, Florida Gulf Coast has been very dominant, but we're second in overall wins in the last 3 years as well. So we're building it. I think our support is continuing to grow, getting more people in the stands, and we still got, like I said, a lot of work to do. But I think this class, we done a good job getting some people in. We were able to take advantage of Mr. Pavia that plays Vanderbilt an extra year of junior college. We were able to get 5 players, and out of those 5 players, feel like we'll get a lot of I think out of those 5 we could get three or 4 starters potentially. I think will be some of our better players. So we're pretty lucky on that. I think in terms of this team, we do return two starters. Liz Freihofer, who is voted all conference for this year. Liz had a very solid freshman season, was on the all freshman team, and Althea Angeles was one of these that got an extra year. Those 2 return off of I thought a very, very good team last year. We finished 3rd in the net rankings, 4th overall in the league, and had a good group. And we did lose a pretty big percentage of that. But I think if you look across college basketball in the landscape, most teams graduated several players because you had the COVID year, 5th-year players and 4th-year players out. So from that standpoint, it's going to be different. But we had an exhibition game in Cincinnati, played Xavier out of the Big East on the road. Not that you can put a lot of stock into an exhibition, but it's nice to win on the road against a Big East school. I think gave our team a lot of confidence. But we open up next week. We have 2 games against Transylvania on Monday, Friday SIUE. So any questions? Be happy to answer them, Steve. You're smiling.
Well, Coach, you've had a lot of success in the transfer portal, obviously. What is the key to that? Is it just connections? Like, what has given you success over the years in that portal?
I've always liked players that come out of the portal. You're getting more experience, obviously. But I will say we're trending a little bit different, recruiting a little bit harder freshman-wise. You've got to have pretty deep pockets now to get into that portal. It is very, very hard to get players who have had success in Division I. It's very, very tough. Used to, we could get, over my years in Division I, you could get players who had success that maybe were the right fit. But now, fortunately at our level, it's hard on any team in the ASUN to get players who've had a lot of success in Division I. Now, we have to be a little more creative. I thought we were able to get some good Division II players and junior college players, but I think it's changing. We're trying to recruit a little harder freshman-wise. Very excited about our freshman that we have, Kinley Woods. I think we'll get potentially be a starter or starter minutes. She played very, very well for us in both scrimmages and in practice. Yeah.
Talk about how hard it'll be without Liche out there this year. I mean, she's been kind of the driving force for being the coach on the court the last few years. So.
Yeah, I've been here about 4 years. I've not played a game without having a Liche, so it's a little bit different. She was a competitor, played her heart out every game, so we definitely will miss her. I think Althea's experience she's very feisty, pugnacious, tough little girl, and Kinley Woods is going to be that type of player as well. So yeah, we're excited that we have that position at least in pretty good hands, Phil.
You were deep in the post last year. You had 3 or 4 players you could rotate. How do you feel about your depth there going into the season?
It's a little tougher this year. I mean, we have Kalani Lindsay, who played some minutes. She was one that played in the post. She'll give us definitely some minutes. Girl's been probably our best player in the scrimmages. It's been Joe Vaz, and Joe is not a natural post player, but she can guard a post player, so we'll be able to run some 5 out, utilize her skill sets. She's very strong physically, played at Colorado State, didn't get a lot of minutes there, but is a very, very talented player.
You've always done some kind of individual different things scheduling wise since you've come to EKU. You look at the schedule this year, you got a back-to-back against North Dakota in just a couple weeks. How did that come together, and just what does kind of that unique wrinkle to the schedule provide benefit-wise, if anything?
It means a lot to us because an MTE gets you 2 more games, and I think for me, I've always wanted to play a full schedule, and we tried to have a home MTE here. It didn't work out, but North Dakota was willing to come, and you can do a home and home in 1 year and make that an MTE. So that's how that kind of worked out. I think it's 1,115 miles in between the 2 of us, but it should be unique. I've been fortunate to cover most states in my life, but if you talk to, I don't know how many of you in here have been to North Dakota, but my guess would be a low percentage. So kind of get that off the bucket list when we had that direction. But that is a unique matchup. Yeah.
Is there any value on the court just in terms of you can go through a scout 1 game, get the immediate film from that, implement whatever mistakes or positives come from that, and then turn around and do it again against a very similar roster, obviously? Right.
I mean, I love the NBA, WNBA as well. I mean, it's kind of like in a series. You watch the Pacers and Oklahoma last year. Is fortunate to get to see that game, those live. I mean, same kind of deal there. You play. You're going to find some things, and then that home court advantage is big in basketball. So you hope you can take care of business at home, and you got to really focus when you go back there on the road. And but it'll be a quick turnaround, and there's not many direct flights on that route. So we'll be popping into I think Chicago and on up, and then it's a pretty good bus drive as well. So.
You guys are used to flights, though, right? I mean, Dublin and Alaska and Hawaii.
We yes, that's it's been something we've been very fortunate in my time here. We've been able to go to Ireland, been to go to Hawaii, Alaska, pretty cool places. And this year we do have a guarantee game out in Arizona, and we've also been to the Bahamas. So pretty good travel for 4 years. Yeah.
We were just asking AW about this, but completing the renovations over at Baptist Health Arena, getting it all to be chairbacks and just the benefits that provides both to the fan base, to recruits when you're bringing them in. just what does it mean to have those renovations complete and, properly have a fully completed home gym this year?
Oh, it's crazy how much difference it makes. Last year, I thought we had a good energy. We lost a couple games I wish we wouldn't have lost, but it means a lot, I think, to be at home, and we're definitely excited. And this year it's a pretty quick turnaround to get there to only 2 games at Berea, and we're very excited about it. But I think we have the nicest facility than anybody at our level, and it's also nice, somebody like myself who's been here a long time. I know Doug's been here a long time. Kent, to see where it look. But you're also bringing some of the past with the new, and I think makes for a beautiful facility. Yeah.
You think the atmosphere for the ASUN conference going into this league play this year is different than the last few years? You think the balance is better? Or
That's a great question. For me, as coaches, we've got to say, I guess sometimes the politically correct thing. It's very difficult the last few years. That in reality, a lot of teams are playing for second place. That's how dominant Florida Gulf Coast has been. Let's just be real about it. I don't feel that way this year, and I would never say it publicly, but I'm telling you now, that's a very tough team to play. I mean, they were winning games in the national tournament. You've got Carl Smesko, who is one of the all-time greatest coaches in an area that gets great players with the success he's had. That's a juggernaut to deal with. So I think the conference is very open. It's a little harder, as I mentioned earlier. Most teams lost a good amount of players. I mean, look, Central Arkansas has a great coach, and Coach Kemper. They'll be good, but at the same time, they lost a lot of their team. Lipscomb lost pretty much their entire team, with the exception of Molly Hurd. There's some North Alabama returned some players. I mean, Bellarmine up the road returned some players. But all in all, most teams lost a good amount. So we feel like we're with what we brought in and where it is, we feel very good about where we can potentially be.
Coach, looking at the size of your roster, is this one of the quicker teams you still have? Or how does it relate to some of the other teams you've had in the past?
Overall speed, I would say probably similar. Althea's got very good foot speed. We've got Kinley's very, very fast. But I mean, last year, Caitlin Costner we had from Ohio State. We don't have anybody that level of speed. What I think we do have on this team is more length on the wings, not necessarily in the post, as Michael was asking about in the post, but we can put a pretty big lineup out there. Can play. We played some zone against Xavier. I think we've got pretty good length when we want to play some zone. So I would say that's probably the thing that we have more of. I think our shooting, I think, is better than probably it was last year from three-point line, and our length is better. But last year's team was a very, very good team that we had. But yeah, Wes, you can't be quiet back all the way back there.
Who's going to fill the void for Reganati as far as leadership this year?
Althea, I think, has been very much a leader. She doesn't always tell her teammates what they want to hear. She's about winning, and I think she's our biggest voice. But our maturity has been pretty good. And again, with as many, we've got several older players, and I think with that, the maturity is definitely better with an older team.
Anybody have anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, they have a really good connection with the league chick. Obviously, y'all played together for so long. What's it going to be like for you to play on the court without her?
Obviously, it will be different this year, but I think with our newcomers coming in, like I think their preseason, it's been really good. Like we've gotten to know each other and build the chemistry. So like whoever I'm playing with, like I think I'm able to, as long as I build a connection with them, like I think it'll work on and off the court. So I'm looking forward to that.
Liz, you know, last year you kind of shocked the conference and everybody with how good you played. Now there's kind of a target on your back. Talk about that and kind of having different expectations going into your sophomore year.
Yeah, definitely. I guess this year I'm kind of just trying to step into a different role, be more of a leader. We had a lot of veterans leave and graduate last year, so just trying to carry on the culture and also just widen my variety of like how I play, not just be a shooter, but also be able to get to the rim and play defense.
So, Joe, talk about Coach Todd. What made you want to come here?
Definitely culture. When I came visit, I had already a fan like talking to me, telling me all about the culture, all about how AKU is a family, and I just want to embrace. And because this is my sixth year, so being able to have fun in playing basketball, that was the only thing and they had all of them. So.
Have you worked with Coach Todd on his dance moves in the locker room after celebrations? Have you brought him up to speed on anything that's current that would help his clips after the game?
Yeah, I think Liz is getting in lessons with him.
Every day after practice, we work on it for about 20 minutes. We make some TikToks sometimes, so I'm just trying to help his dance moves. He's getting there, making improvements for sure.
What's one of the hardest things to do? Is it the travel? Is it the class schedule? Is it what's the hardest thing as a college athlete today in your mind? Anyone?
I think it's just keeping on top of everything. Like obviously we have a really high schedule in demand, so we try to balance that student athlete life. So getting your work done before traveling, or like having to get things done while you're traveling, and like obviously you have those long travel days, being on a bus and sitting there, and obviously we see each other every day, so that can also get a lot. But just keep being able to balance that, I think, is the tough part of it, and being away from your family and everything. But I think like with the support of like our coaches and the program and your teammates, like I think we're able to handle that and like do a good job.
Yeah, you guys know where you were picked in the preseason. Do you think that's a good pick? Do you think that you should challenge for the conference, or what is your attitude right now? Anyone who jump in?
Definitely, we just wanted to win this year. We're going for a big thing, get a ring, especially like after like we have a lot of experience players in the team, and this is our last year, and we're looking for like to at least fight for the spot in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, to kind of go off that, I think we have a really good chance to make some noise in the conference. I think it's wide open. There's a lot of good teams like Florida Gulf Coast. You know, they've won it for however many years, and Central Arkansas is always very good. But I think we have a lot of experience, kind of like what Joe said, and a lot of talent, so we can bring a lot to the table.
Liz, how much did having somebody like Alice and Casey last year show you what it's like to be a college athlete?
Yeah, they kind of just set the tone from the beginning. They, especially Alice, because she's kind of in similar class schedule as I have, so just learning to balance a hard class schedule, but also staying on top of basketball, getting in the gym extra. They have always just kind of showed us what it's like to be a D1 athlete and, you know, just continue to compete at the highest level.
Does anybody got anything else? Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.